Hello children, haven't you subscribed my channel yet? If not, please subscribe to my channel so that you will get further videos one by one, and don't forget to click the bell icon. Okay, today we are going to study about uses of microorganism. This is the second part of the second chapter of class 8 science, that is microorganisms, friend and foe. Useful microorganism and harmful microorganism. That is the word meaning of friend and foe. Yes, in the last video we discussed about the major microorganism. Now we are going to study about the uses of microorganisms, and I am not disclosing all the uses in this video. Some of the uses we will be discussing in this video and some will be discussing in later on. Okay, so first we are going to discuss the uses in curd formation, the use of microorganism in curd formation. Okay, all of you know about curd. It is a common thing, we all love to eat curd, especially during summer season, isn't it? So curd, maybe you like to have it in different forms, yogurt or lassi, in whatever form, you know that better than me. And now we are going to study how it is formed. Have you ever seen your mother making cake? Have you seen? Yes, your mother may be using some milk, boil the milk, and to the warm milk she will be adding a spoonful of half a teaspoon of curd, and shake it well, keep it closed for some time, and after 6 or 7 hours you will get the thick, white, tasty curd, isn't it? Okay, so how the milk turns into curd? There comes the role of importance of microorganism, that is a bacteria called lactobacillus. Curd contains a bacteria called lactobacillus. We are adding a pinch of a half teaspoon or that much small quantity of that curd into warm milk. So we are putting that lactobacillus into warm milk, and milk contains lactose sugar. Which sugar? Lactose. You know about glucose, you know about sucrose. So the sugar which is present in milk is known as lactogen. You are fond of lactogen, isn't it? Lactogen. So lactose means a sugar which is found in milk. And lactobacillus, what it does, it converts the lactose sugar into lactic acid. Okay, so curd contains lactobacillus bacteria and milk contains a sugar called lactose. And what is the work done by lactobacillus? Yes, the lactobacillus will be converting this lactose sugar into lactic acid. Okay, and this lactic acid changes the structure of protein in milk. We all know that milk contains a lot of protein, isn't it? That's why we are having milk. Milk contains protein. Protein's name is casein. You will study later on. And this lactic acid will change the structure of that protein which is present in milk. Okay, so different people are having different functions. Remember that lactobacillus is present in curd. What is the function of lactobacillus? It will be converting lactose into lactic acid. And what does lactic acid do? Lactic acid will be changing the structure of protein present in milk. And that process is known as coagulation of protein. Changing the structure of protein is known as coagulation of protein. It may be a linear chain, but it may form a thick. It will be converted into a thick structure, highly thick or coiled structure, and that's why the curd is thick in its texture, isn't it? Thick. It makes the thick structured curd. So this is the whole process of curd formation. So we will have to remember all these words: lactobacillus, lactose sugar, lactic acid, protein in milk, coagulation, and all these words are important. Lactobacillus will convert lactose into lactic acid. Lactic acid will change the structure of protein present in milk. thereby it will be converted into thick structured curd. Okay. Next, making of bread. Here we will be using another microorganism. In the previous case, that is making of curd, we used, or it was bacteria was used. Here making of bread, we are talking about yeast. Yeast is a unicellular microorganism. It is found in colonies. So yeast is used as raising agent in baking. Yeast is available at your home. You can go to the kitchen and search somewhere, you will find yeast. So it is used in making, whenever your mother make dhokla or idli or cake, bread, all these recipes need yeast. Okay. Yeast is used as a raising agent in baking. That is, dough will be, whenever we add yeast and keep it for some time, the dough will raise up. It will increase in volume. Have you ever noticed that? If your mother is making bhatura, she may be using a little bit of yeast in that, and the bhatura, she will be keeping the dough for a while, and after that when she opens that vessel, you can see the dough will be raised up. It increases in volume. Okay. So it's due to the action of yeast that dough raises. If you leave it for some time adding yeast to it, during kneading, whenever she make the dough, she will add some yeast and she will be pressing that dough and kneading it very well, and after that keep it for some time. Then it will be increasing in number. The yeast that is added to the dough will be increasing in number. It will become 2 will become 4 will become 8, like that it will be go on increasing. And during respiration they produces a lot of carbon dioxide. So the yeast, whenever yeast is added and kept for a while, it increases, reproduces, it increases its number. So everyone will be breathing, and during breathing what will be released? Carbon dioxide. And this carbon dioxide gas will produce bubbles which fill the dough and increase its volume. Okay, that's why we know that while keeping the dough for a while, it rises up. So why it happened? Because yeast will reproduce in a faster way, and during its respiration it will produce carbon dioxide. That carbon dioxide bubbles fill the dough and increase its volume. Okay, understood what is the importance of yeast in bread making? Increases the volume of the dough. Okay, see, this is yeast, you might have seen. You can ask your mother to show this. This is yeast. It is easily available in all the shops, grocery shops. It's easily available. And this is, of course, it's familiar, delicious curd. Okay, next one is another important use of microorganism in fermentation. In fermentation process also microorganisms are used. Here also yeast is used. In the process of fermentation also yeast is used. Louis Pasteur discovered fermentation in 1857. He was a great scientist. He discovered fermentation in 1857. So what is fermentation? The process of conversion of sugar into alcohol is known as fermentation. Suppose you are having sugar solution. Okay, you take some warm water, add little sugar in that, and you add a little bit yeast into that, and keep it undisturbed for a while. Keep it somewhere for a while. Okay, and after 5 to 6 hours, if you are opening it, you will be having a strange smell like that of an alcohol. That is, the sugar has been converted into alcohol. That process is known as fermentation. Okay, so the process of conversion of sugar into alcohol is called fermentation. It was discovered by Louis Pasteur in 1857. Yeast is used for the commercial production of alcohol and wine. Alcohol, wine, all these are produced by the fermentation process, and yeast is used for that purpose. Yeast is grown on natural sugars present in crushed fruit juices, grains like barley, wheat, rice, etc., and alcohol will be produced. So this is a commercial use, industrial, isn't it? Commercial used. Fruit juices or barley juice or rice, wheat, all will be used because they all contain different kinds of sugars. So they all will be used for making alcohol. In their solution, yeast will be added and kept and will be keeping it for a long time, so that it will be converted, the sugar present in all these will be converted into alcohol, and the process by which sugar is converted into alcohol is known as fermentation, and it was discovered by Louis Pasteur in 1857. Okay, so these are the important points about fermentation. Fermentation process is used for the fermentation, that is converting sugar into alcohol, and yeast is used for this purpose. So that's all about this video. We discussed some of the major important uses of microorganism. First was curd formation, second one bread making, third one alcohol making, that is fermentation process. The first one bacteria lactobacillus was used, second and third yeast, importance of yeast. Okay, the next uses of microorganism in medicinal use, that is antibiotics, vaccine, nitrogen fixation, all these will be dealing in another video. Until then, bye, take care. Thank you for watching video.